What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today we're going to be taking on the EZA for LR MUI GOKU that dropped over here on the JP side. So his weakness is to the space traveling warriors, which I went through and kind of already got a team pre-built here. Unfortunately, the only leaders that we really have for space traveling warriors is either Turles or Bojack. And unfortunately, we can't bring Bojack because he would be type disadvantage here. So this is kind of like the team that we're going to go with. Gonna bring a couple type advantage units. We're going to bring LR Baby because he has the guaranteed crit and everything for going up against a Pure Saiyans units. Oh wow, I just drew a blank so bad right there. I apologize. I'm still getting over a illness that I've had. Randomly got this like illness just out of nowhere. I was perfectly fine a couple days ago, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, it just hit me like a truck, and I wasn't able to get like any videos really out yesterday or anything like that. So I apologize for that, but I'm slowly getting over it. Hopefully, I can get a couple of videos out for you guys at least, so you guys have something to watch. But we're gonna be taking on the LR MUI here, so we kind of expected him to get his EZA. That's kind of like the one thing that they've been doing for the last few years now is EZAing the kind of like the anniversary units from 3 years prior. So it's kind of crazy to think that next year we're gonna have the 7th year anniversary units getting their LRs. So I mean, it's honestly kind of wild to think of it that way, because they're gonna go crazy. Like we got what, the physical Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta that go into Gogeta, I mean, who is still a really good unit. And then we have the Tech LR Gods, who they're going to be getting their EZA. Like, what are they going to do with them? Like, what they've done with this Goku and the Vegeta, it's kind of wild. So I'm interested to see like what they have planned for the 10th year anniversary when it comes to these units. But let's kind of talk about Goku here for a second. So I've got his information pulled up here. Sorry. I got his information pulled up here. So he is going to be the Miraculous Awakening or Reps Universe 7 170 across the board in Key 3. I'm surprised that they didn't give him like 180. Wonder why they didn't do that. So he is on his 12th key. It's going to greatly raise attack for 1 turn, cause colossal damage to the enemy, high chance of performing a crit for 1 turn, and raises all allies' chance of performing a crit by 7% for 1 turn. That's on his 12th key. Now, if we go to his 18th key, he massively raises attack for 1 turn. He causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. He has a high chance of performing a crit for 1 turn, and raises all allies' chance of performing a crit by 7% for 2 turns. So honestly, not a bad, it's really not a bad like super attack effect, especially because he is like supporting the entire rotation, especially for 2 turns. Like that's actually kind of insane that he's doing that. So passive wise, I mean, he's got a pretty new and pretty wide passive here. So he gets 7 key and evades enemies' attack, including supers, for 1 turn upon entering attacking turn. So he's got basically full chance to dodge no matter what, turn 1. So if you have a lot of attacks somewhere, you just put him in slot 1, he's going to dodge everything. Then he gets attack and defense plus 200%. He gets an additional attack and defense 77% when HP is 77% or more. He gets a chance of launching an additional super and a chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attacks, plus 77%. That's kind of crazy. Plus an additional chance of dodging attacks, plus 7% within the same turn for every attack evaded. Then he gets an additional ki plus 2 up to 10, and defense plus 30% up to 150 for every attack evaded. So all you gotta do is just dodge 5 attacks to get that. He gets a additional attack plus 77% and performs a crit when activating the active skill or when ki is 24. So automatically, if you get him to 24 ki, he's gonna automatically crit. If you use his active skill, he's gonna automatically crit. So you definitely don't want to put any crit on this guy, because I mean he's critting from his. He's got the high chance in his 18 ki and his 12 ki. Plus he's got it in his passive, so you want to make sure you put like no crit on him. You just either want to go additional or throw a little bit more dodge on him just to make sure that he's 100% basically just a defensive unit. He also, let's see, if HP is 77% or less at the start of character's attacking turn, he revives with 77% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking the same turn is KO'd once only. So if HP is 77% or less of the character's starting attack turn. Okay, so they got rid of him actually needing to get hit, because before he had to get hit with, I think it was 3 times in order to activate that. So it looks like they actually got rid of that and made it to where he is just where it's just unconditional 77% or less and you get the revive. So that's actually good, changing the revive up a little bit like that. So after he revives, he gets ki plus 7, attack and defense plus 77% starting from the turn in which the character or an ally's revival is activated. And then he evades enemies' attacks, including supers, within the character's next attacking turn after the character's revival skill is activated. And then on his active, he just greatly raises the attack temporarily and it causes ultimate damage. It can be activated when HP is 50% or more starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So they made this Goku like ridiculously good. Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they decided to EZA this man, but whoever decided to do what they did with him, round of applause to you, because you have made MUI Goku viable again, is the best way to put it. And I know a lot of people are probably very happy about that, because a lot of people really do love the MUI Goku. So him actually being a all-around great unit again definitely makes people happy. And even myself, like, I'm super happy about it because I really loved using MUI Goku. And what they did with him is making him like relevant in the game again. So this is kind of like exactly what we want to see from these EZAs when they make them. Also, Space Traveling Warriors is not a great team for poor old Jiren here, because we cannot get enough ki with him to actually damage this Goku. And it's kind of unfortunate, but Turles obviously isn't going to do enough damage because we don't have a legendary power link active with him because he's not an LR. So kind of like the one thing that we want is we want to make sure that we have as many LRs on the team as we can, to make sure that we do like the maximum amount of damage that we can do to these LR EZAs. And thankfully we have a pretty good team. If only Jiren could get a little bit more, you can get a little bit more ki, that'd be great. But the one thing I'm wondering is, will they actually EZA Jiren in part 3, or like maybe like an EX part? Because I feel like he would be like the probably like one of the last units that they would actually just give a surprise EZA to. And that's mainly because he's kind of like one of the last LRs left. Kind of like one of the last LRs left from the Universal Survival Saga that could potentially get one. So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did drop a EZA right there towards the end of this, right towards the end of like the anniversary. I don't know if they would EZA the part 2 6-year LRs, like the MVP 17 or the physical Golden Frieza in 17. I don't know if they would EZA them, unfortunately, but if they did, if they EZA'd them and Jiren, I'm pretty sure that they would just have everybody, like all the main units from Universal Survival Saga from, you know, years ago. They'd finally get them all EZA'd and just kind of call it a day. Which kind of also makes me wonder, like, they went super heavy with all the EZAs for the Universal Survival Saga units. So are they planning on like doing any kind of like Survival Saga celebrations in the near future? I mean, we still have, you know, quite a few units we can get from there. You know, like we still have like UI Goku versus Jiren. Like that fight is completely untouched still. I'm sure we can get more Kefla units. I don't see why we honestly couldn't. Who else could we get? I guess we could probably get another like Golden Frieza. He needs an EZA as well. The physical one, he still needs an EZA too. So I'm wondering if maybe they would shadow drop. I don't even want to say shadow drop. I wonder if they would just drop him as an EZA as well to kind of like finish off the anniversary. I mean, I'm sure that would get people pretty hyped up as well, because he still has to this day pretty much one of the best transformation active skills, and I honestly don't think any other unit can top that, because he's just a turn 1 transformation, whereas no other unit actually has that. So, and I'm wondering if they actually will ever do that again, because it seems like ever since the that Golden Frieza, we haven't had any turn 1 transformation units. So I don't know. I'm curious what they would actually do with that Golden Frieza, because I mean, he stacks up defense and everything in his base form, and then he does really good damage in his like transformation form or transform form. So I can't wait to see what they'll do with his EZA. And, you know, honestly, as much as I would love for them to do that during the anniversary, I think maybe saving him for a maybe like a Universal Survival Saga celebration, maybe just leaving him for like one of the major EZAs during that time, I think it would probably be a better time to drop him. Because realistically, I mean, we have no other EZAs from superheroes or from the Broly and Gogeta movie. Like, we really have nothing else that we could drop here. So it kind of is what it is, you know. We'll get what we get, and either way, the anniversary has been amazing, and I don't think that I don't know how worldwide celebration, I don't know how they're gonna top this anniversary, to be honest. Like, I can't even think of a celebration that might actually be better than this. So it's gonna be it'll be interesting to see what they do come that time. But yeah, so here we go. We're gonna be finishing up the fight here. The EZA itself, it's not too terrible. It's pretty easy. As long as you just bring the LRs, and as long as you just have the legendary power skill active, you'll just do maximum amount of damage, especially if you have this baby. Definitely bring him, because he will just demolish this Goku with no issues. So there you guys go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully if you guys were struggling with a team to beat UI Goku, this is one that might be able to help you guys out. I think there was a mission here. There usually is. Come on, if we can get through all this. Yep. So, yep. I think it's just beating, I think it's up to like stage 7, I think. So, you know, free, an extra 3 stones there, along with the 30 that we got from completing this. So, there you guys go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video again, and if you did, consider hitting that like button, and if you are new here, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.